Hi. Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Good morning and afternoon and evening and from wherever you're watching. Welcome to Bella Crafts Live. So I'm excited to be here today. Ann is going to be a little bit late. She's going to pop in about a half hour or so. We will see her when she comes in. So that will be lots of fun. So I am checking real quick. Yep, and there I am. All right, just making sure that, we're all connected and ready to rock and roll because that is just way so much fun. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so today I'm going to be using products from one of Ann's lines, and I'm really excited. I always get excited when I get to use her stuff because it's some of my favorite. And I don't just say that because she's my business partner, because I love what she does. She creates great stuff, so I'm excited about that. But let me show you real quick what I made for you guys today. This is going to be so much fun. Okay, so this is a tag that I created. Okay. And of course, I use the Rhinestone Genie to add all of these lovely rhinestones on, and not one at a time. They're going to be, you know, all in one, a template that puts them all down at the same time, and it's easy to use, and I love it. And Anne designed the circle temples that I'm using for this today. Okay, but also I promised a little surprise and a little sneak peek. So this, let me see if I can get it. Yeah, that lights. It lights up with Pear Blossom Press. They're lights that they have, which I'm so excited. I've worked with Amanda before. Ann and I both have. And she's actually going to be showing how to do this at BellaCon, at our BellaCon event that's going to be coming up. So for those of you that are just watching for the very first time, my name is Lisa Rojas, and my business partner, Ann Butler, I was just talking about, her and I own Bella Crafts Publishing, and we put out the magazine 4 times a year. It's absolutely free. It doesn't cost anything for anybody to, to see. You just put your email in our website. And usually what happens is when I'm doing a live and I switch my camera over, then Ann will go ahead and she'll put all the links and stuff in for me. But since she's not here right now, if she doesn't do it in the second half when she pops in, then I will definitely add all of the links that I'm talking about after. Okay, just so you guys know. So excuse me, I want to make sure that you get all the information that I'm talking about, right? So let me put in just a really quick hello to everybody. And there we go. All right. So, all right, cool. It's working. So that's what we're going to be making today. And for this, you don't have to do a tag. You can also do, a card if you would prefer to do that. It's very simple, but it's a really super cute project. So I absolutely love it. And the light is so easy to use. You're gonna just flip because it's so easy to use. Okay, so let's see, what else do I want to tell you about? Also, hi Becca. How are you, my friend? Yes. So also we have ebooks that we have for sale. If you want to check those out too on our website. So our website is bellacraftspublishing.com. And like I said, I'll go ahead and put all of the links and everything in when I'm done, if Ann doesn't do it when she pops in. So that will be all taken care of, and you guys will all know where you need to go. So for this one, okay, for this live, Ann is sponsoring this live. I'm not sure what she's going to do for the giveaway because I forgot to ask her, but you want to make sure that, yes, Penny. Hi, Penny. Good morning. You want to make sure that you do what Penny just did and hashtag Bella Crafts, and that's how you are entered into the giveaway each week. And we do a giveaway every single week. Last week we had Impression Obsession was our sponsor, and they're giving away a $25 gift card. So I will be announcing that winner today after my live. So stay tuned for that. So again, let's see. Oh, and I have to tell you about our BellaCon event. Yes. Okay. So we're getting excited. We're putting all of the Ann's putting all of the details, getting everything together. We've got all of the instructors. It's going to be an awesome 4-day digital virtual event, and it is so much fun. It's so exciting. We've got like I said, 16 instructors. I'm going to be teaching class also. And last year we had 8, and we did it for 2.5 days. This year we have 16 instructors, and we're doing it for 4 days. So it is going to be so much fun. There's going to be tons of giveaways and door prizes and all kinds of stuff like that. And the good thing is that, when you register, if you can't do the event when we're filming it at that time, we have a special Facebook group that is private that will be just for all of the people that are registered for the event. And what you do is it's private, so you can come back anytime and watch the classes over again, or you can stop them and watch them. I'm still watching some from last year because I worked the whole event with Ann, so I didn't get, a chance to really pay much attention to what was going on. So I'm still watching some videos from last year, which is, it was so much fun. So anyways, that's what's going on with us today. And like I said, it's going to be popping in about a half hour or so. And I'm going to go ahead and get started so I can show you how I made this really, really cool project. It's so much fun. You guys are going to love it. All right, so much fun. So let me switch cameras real quick here, and we will get started on this, and we will be ready to go. All right. There we go. So let me straighten my mat out here a little bit. There we go. Okay, I think that looks sort of even, right? I'm always like really crooked. I don't know. Excuse me. All right. So this again is what we are creating today. I did it as a tag. And of course I put, that cool new easel that I showed you guys last week from Impression Obsession. I'm obsessed with this now. It makes my cards just, look at that. They stand up perfectly, and I just love it. So this is what we are creating today. And then also, just to show you guys again, I don't know, can you see that with all the bright lights here? I don't know if you can see it. Okay, it is lighted. There you go. But there we go. Okay, so the lighting in my room makes it a little bit hard to see it, but it is there. Oh, you thought it was a journal cover? Oh, it would make a perfect journal cover. That is a great idea, Becca. Yeah, this would be a perfect journal cover. So yeah, I absolutely love it. So I'm going to set that off to the side, and I need to plug my iron in here because I got to be using that. And then let me show you how I created this fun project. All right, so let me get all of this up out of the way here. All right, so to use this, to create this project, I used the circle dies from Rhinestone Genie. These are the ones that Ann designed. So these are the ones I used. I have the there's 4 in this set. This one, and then the 2 that I'm using, which you're going to see here in just a minute. And then I'm going to show you how to use it. And then also I used this set from Sizzix, which I thought was really cool. And there we go. And actually you can, if you wanted on this tag, what you could do is you could put a dome around this and make it a shaker. I thought about you, Becca, about doing a shaker. But I decided that I wanted the double rhinestones. I really wanted to do those. So I did not put a shaker top on this, but you can do it. It will fit perfectly. I believe it's a 2-inch that you can use, stick it on there. And if you put it on there and you put this under it, when you press the dome, it will hit the lighted button. So you can do a dome on top of this, or like I said, or if you want to do a shaker card, or both. There you go. All right, so we use that, and then this is one of the lights that I used from Pear Blossom Press. That's so hard to say, like really fast. But these, you guys have seen Ann and I use these before, but it's been a few months, I think, since I've used one. So kind of excited to show you guys how they work. She's got different varieties of these. This is the one light, and I'm going to show you that in just a minute, what it looks like and all of that stuff when we get started. All right, so let me put this all off to the side and grab my glue gun here, or my glue holder, or, I really don't know what to call this thing, but I love it. It's a glue press, I think is how my sweet petunia, I think that's what they named it. It's a glue press. If you guys haven't seen this, you are missing out. This tool is awesome, especially if you have issues with your hands. I have issues with my hands. I need to have surgery, but I won't take the time to do it. So, you got to do what you got to do, right? All right, let me grab a paper towel here real quick. Make sure that this is running. Yep, there we go. All right. So to start off to create this, I started with, I'm trying to get all of my good stuff out of here. I started with this large tag. Now this tag is, oh gosh, I can't even remember how big it is. It's like, let's see. Okay, it's 8.5. It's 8.5 inches by 4 1/8 this way. And I did not want to do the whole size. So what I did for this, let me move that, is I cut it down to size to where it's 4. I didn't cut the width, only the length, and I cut it at 6 inches. Okay. So this is 4 1/4 by 6 inches. So what you're going to do is you're going to need one of these, and then I cut 2 pieces of cardstock. Okay. And this is just to make the tag a little bit heavier, because this is way too light to, to have all of the other stuff on it like I have on mine, because I've got beads and everything else on it. So you want it to have a little bit of weight to it. So what we're going to do here first is we're going to take our tag, and I found that this is the easiest way to do this. I know this is really crazy, you guys, and you're going to laugh at me, but for some reason, when I make tags, if I try to do a handmade, like make my own, I can never, ever get, when I go to cut these pieces off, I can never get them right. So that's why I usually use a regular tag, and then I'll cover it if I don't want to use that particular color or whatever. So that way it works, because honest to God, I cannot ever get this straight. So this is a nice guide for me. So we're going to glue that on, and then we're going to cut these edges off. See, so now I don't have to worry about them being straight because they're already on there, right? All right, so now because I did not want my black or my back, I should say, to show, then I added the second layer to the back of my tag, okay? So not only does it add to the bulk of the tag, got to make sure that it's all on there right, but it also covers the back of it. So it's just more colorful with the lavender on it instead of the tag color itself. All right. So, hi, Tammy. Hi, Helen. Oh, you guys popped in. Okay. So, now we're going to switch these last little bits right here. Okay, there we go. And move that all out of the way. So now you've got your base, you got your tag. And then what you're going to do next is this is just I got these off of Amazon and they come in all different types. They come in borders. They have delicate cutouts like with butterflies and all kinds of pretty things. I found some that had a bunch of frames in it and I absolutely love this. It's just so delicate and pretty and I thought it would be perfect for this project. So I took that and then I'm going to add just a little bit of glue on this because I don't want it to bleed like all the way through. All right, and we're going to lay that down. There we go, just like that. And then this last piece is just a piece of pattern paper that I've had. I've had it for, a while now. So you can use any type that you want. This, I just like this because I love the little fairies at the bottom. So this was a 6x6 sheet. And what I did was I cut it down to 3¼ inches by 4¾ inches. Okay. So now we're going to take this and glue this on, and then we're ready to start with our other stuff. So let me get this on there straight. There we go. And see how pretty that is? I love this just like this. I think it's just really, really pretty. All right. So we've got our base tag all done. So we're going to set that off to the side over here. And then what I did was I took the stamps in the die set that I showed you earlier. Okay, let me show it to you once again. This is by Sizzix. Okay, and it has this globe in it. I'm not sure what this one is called, though. That's the only thing, because I did not remember. Oh, Special Wishes is what it's called. And I know that it is on their site because I checked. And I know Amazon also has it because I checked there too. So what I did for this was I took the circle die in here and I cut out my circle. And then I also cut out the base and then the decorated base, because this is like a snow globe or what it's supposed to be, like that. And so I cut out the base from the silver, and then this is the decorated piece, and I have to pop that stuff out. So that came from this piece. And then of course I cut the silver moon from the die here. Now to use this particular one, I used a separate circle because I wanted a circle die because I wanted something a little bit bigger. So as you can see, it's going to kind of go like this. So I wanted this to be a little bit bigger. So I just cut a new circle out of it. Now to tell you about the size of this, I think it's, 2 3/4 is this large circle. And don't flip if you don't see, or you don't catch all of the dimensions. It's fine. I do a blog post that will be up Sunday every single week from what I did, before the week before. Why is my camera all funky? There we go. So everything will be, it'll have pictures and step-by-step instructions. It'll all be on our website on Sunday. And then I also post Monday to let you guys all know that it's posting. All right. So now the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to take your smaller white circle that you cut out of the one die there. And then the stamps that are inside the set, what I used for those, because I made it very, very simple. So I stamped my moon with my Gina K pad, and this one is Wild Lilac. And then, excuse me, and then I added the little tiny stars. I don't know if you guys can see them because they're kind of small, but there we go. I added the little tiny stars on there with the yellow. This is a pretty quick project. You know, it doesn't take a whole lot to put it together. So we're going to have fun. All right. So let me scooch this all up out of the way. And then I'm going to show you how to use the Rhinestone Genie with Ann's templates. I love this. All right. So I got to get everything up out of my way. Move this over here a bit because I need my cookie sheet. There, this cookie sheet has had lots of love, and trust me, none of it is for cooking. So, you know, what can I say? All right. Hi, Karen. Hi, Lenine. Yeah. How's everybody doing? All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to start with the large circle first. Okay, and see, this is the reason why I cut out this bigger circle, because I wanted these to fit on this. All right, so let me move that off to the side. And I'm going to show you how I do this. Okay, this is, as I said, from Rhinestone Genie. Anne has templates, and she's got a bundle pack on her website that you guys can check out also, where she's got the different templates and whatever, you know, that you need. And there's also a really quick video on there that shows, well, pretty much what I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so to get started, we're going to take some rhinestones, and you need a cookie sheet. So you need something metallic to put down. Okay, so then you're going to lay your template down, and then you're going to add all of these rhinestones on top. And then you're going to take your brush here, and you're just going to brush around until you see that all of the little holes that are in here are all filled with the rhinestones. Okay. So, you know, this for me is kind of like embossing. You know, when you're embossing and you still get amazed by how cool it looks when, you know, the powder melts. This is how I feel about this. It just amazes me how this goes in so quick and so fast. Now, every once in a while, you might get one that is turned over. If that happens, you can just go ahead and redo, and you'll get it in. Or if you're a little, you know, pressed on time, then you'll cheat like I'm doing here, and then just pick it up and stick one in there. There we go, just like that. Okay, so then you're going to take the brush, and you're just going to kind of go over the template and just push down to make sure that all of the rhinestones are, you know, settled in one direction. And then they are these adhesive sheets that you use for this. And what you want to do is these come, I believe, in 8.5 by 11 sheets. They're big. And then you just cut them out to whatever size template that you're using. So this one I went ahead and cut out. And what you want to do is you want to peel this backing off, but don't throw it away. You want to save this. Okay. You want to save that. So don't throw it away. And then what you want to do is take the sticky part of this and just lay it down directly on top of your template. Okay. So you're going to go just like that. And then once it's on, then just take your finger and kind of press in there. There we go. Just so you want to make sure that the adhesive is going to pick up on your rhinestones. Because if your adhesive doesn't pick up, well, then you're in trouble. So you don't want that. All right. So after you do that, then you're going to, where's my nifty little tool? Here it is. Okay, now this is what I do. I know Ann does it a little bit differently, but this is how I make it work for me. I pull my adhesive off, and I don't know if you guys can see it really well, but sometimes, well, when you're pulling off, the rhinestones will turn just a little bit. That is not a problem at all. And what I do to fix that is I put it back down on this, and then I just kind of push them all back down. Just like that. Okay. So now I know that they're all laying flat, just how I want them. So I'm going to leave that. Well, actually, I'm going to take this one out for right now because I'm going to do the smaller one next. So we're going to do the same thing with the smaller circle. Again, you just want to take your rhinestones and pour those on top. And then take the brush and just keep circling around until you get those holes in. This is so much better, you guys, than using, doing the whole one at a time thing with rhinestones. It used to make me nuts, trying to, because, I love bling. And the fact that I had to just do it one at a time on my projects, it would make me not want to do it because it just was too much work. So when I found this, when Ann turned me onto this, I was like, oh, this is just heaven. All right. So again, I have a couple that turn. So I'm just going to put one there. And then I've got another one right here. So I'll just put that one right back in. There we go. And again, you're going to brush these all up out of the way so you don't get the adhesive on there, and then smooth them down in one direction. And then you're going to take a smaller piece of the adhesive paper, and you can reuse this. I believe on paper, you can reuse this. Oh, geez. I can't remember how many times. I think it's like 10 times or something like that. So you can reuse your adhesives quite a bit. This also will work on wood. It'll work on fabric, everything that you can think of. So, you've got all your surfaces covered. And the time that it'll take to heat set them will depend on what you're putting them on. So for paper, like I said, it does not. There we go. I'm going to pull this up. Okay, there we go. And then again, because I want them to lay flat. So I'm going to lay them back down there. And then I'm going to just put this all the way around. Okay, make sure that everything is where it's supposed to be. All right. So once I have all of that stuff done, then I'm going to move my tray out of the way here. And then what you want to do is you want to use a iron on hot, no steam. Okay. So we're going to use an iron, and that's how we're going to heat set the rhinestones on top of our circles here. So I'm going to start with the bigger one first. And then I'm going to pull this off of the back here. Pull that backing off. And again, save that because you can use this piece of adhesive again. All right. And then we're going to lay this down. Whoops. We're going to lay that down right on our circle. Oh, I did not get that straight. Let's try this again. I got to move my iron. I thought I was going to burn my arm. All right. There we go. So you're going to lay that on there. And then again, press it down pretty good. Just, you know, you want to make sure that your rhinestones are going to, you know, stay where they're supposed to. And then you're going to take the hot iron and you're going to lay it on top. And you don't want to move it around or shift it around or anything like that. You want to just put it straight on, up and down, just like that. And like I said, it takes about 15 seconds or so, not very, very long. And then you're going to try that and make sure. I'm going to just do one little press here before I lift. Okay. And then you're going to pull your plastic back. Okay, do it slowly. So that way, if you have any rhinestones that didn't stick, you can lay it back down and just redo it. Okay, so we've got that piece. And I'm going to set that right there onto my paper. I'm going to set that aside so I can use it again. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this one. So we're going to peel this off. There we go. And I've already stamped this, so it's already good to go. I don't got to worry about it because I didn't want to try to stamp it once the rhinestones were on it. So that's why I did it first. So you're going to line that up there. There we go. Just like that. Again, press around. You want to make sure that they're going to stay where you put them. And then again, you're going to heat. And I have no idea why my camera keeps going in and out of focus. But wow, that is really blurry, right, you guys? Wow. Okay. Let me see. I think this one is done. So again, we're going to pull this back. And our rhinestones are all nice and placed exactly where I want them to be. Looking all pretty. Oh, I really hope. Okay, let me ask you guys, is the picture clear on your end? Because on my iPad, it's really bad. On my computer, it's clear as a bug. So, or clear as a bug. Clear as whatever clear is. Glass. There we go. So let me know if, okay, so it's just my iPad then. All right. Good. Because I was looking at it going, oh no, this is kind of scary. So, all right. So we've got our two pieces now. And so now what we're going to do, let me grab my stuff again and move this iron before I burn my hand off. Because I know you guys have all burnt something once upon a time. If you're a crafter, you've burnt something. All right. So what you're going to do now to put it together is you're going to take, okay, guys, I got to stop for 1 second. Okay. So just hang on for 1 second. Okay, my apologies, you guys. You know, Rich is usually here when I'm doing my live, so he kind of, wrangles the dogs for me. But he had to take his dad to the emergency room, so I got stuck with the dogs, and they are. One of them had to go out. So what are you gonna do? All right. So it's a good thing that the door is right here, though, in my studio, right? That'd have been awful. All right. So this is the light from Pear Blossom Press. You can see it. It's got this little sticky thing in here. You pull that out. That's just to save your battery. So, as I said before, she's got it in different types of packs, different types of lights. I think this is the first time that I'm using the actual single light. The ones that I've done before have been multiple. So this is the first time. So what you're going to do, the batteries are already included in the package, and she's got different packages, like I just said. And you just put the battery in, and then your button is right here. Okay. And that's what makes it light. So what you want to do now then is you want to take your white circle, and what I did with mine is I put it under and I found where I wanted it to light. Again, that's kind of hard to go. You can see it there. Okay. So that looks perfectly good for me right there. So I'm just going to set that down, try not to move it. And then I'm going to grab a little piece of tape here. There we go. And I'm just going to tape this down just so it doesn't move on me, because I want it in that certain position. So I'm just going to tape it down here just so it doesn't move. All right. So, and then before I finish putting it together, then I'm going to flip it back over, make sure it's still where I want it. There we go. And then I'll add just another little piece. Over right about there. That's good. Okay. So that's just to tape it down. So then what you want to do is you want to take some of your foam tape here. Excuse me. And you're going to, okay, so we get that on there. Good. Yep. Okay, perfect. Okay. So now what you're going to do is you're going to lay down some tape. Okay. And you want to use your foam tape because you want the dimension that the foam tape is going to give. Okay. So we're going to do just a few pieces of foam tape. There we go. And I'm going to add another one right here. There we go. Okay. So now I've got my foam tape on and my light is working well. So I'm good. Now, before I totally, seal it down so it doesn't move, I want to put it on this. I want to make sure that, everything is working, and, I might want to add a little bit more foam tape, which I think I'm going to do here. Just add a little bit more foam tape. And then you'll be ready to put it on. So this is how easy it is to use one of these lights. And they just are so cool on your cards. It just makes everything look so cool. All right. So I think, now let me try that again. Yep. Okay, perfect. All right. So you can, if you want it up a little bit more, you can go ahead and add a couple more pieces. That's totally up to you and what you like. All right. So we're going to peel this off. The reason why I added this piece is because with the battery and the switch, it kind of it'll make it a little bit uneven. So if it's not going to be laying flat, then I want to, add that extra foam. And that's the reason I did that. All right, so now we're going to peel this off. And how simple, absolutely simple it is to use these lights. And then by adding the rhinestones around, excuse me, oh, it just makes the whole thing just pop. Okay, again, because I am a little paranoid when I'm crafting, I want to lay it down again, make sure everything is, where it's supposed to be before I tape it down. So then what we're going to do is just take some double-sided tape here. And we've got about like that. Okay. All right. Okay, so then we're going to peel that tape off. Okay. And then we're ready to adhere it to our other piece or our other circle here. So there you go. You want to press that down. And then you've got your light, and your light's working. Now, I know Lawn Fawn, and I think some of the other companies have them too. I think even Amanda carries them at Pear Blossom Press. The little stamps that say push me, press me, slide me, open, all of that. And this is from Lawn Fawn, but I'm almost positive that Amanda also carries these on her website. So you want to check those out. I didn't add one to mine because I wanted it to be a surprise. I didn't want to put a push me here so then you guys would already know that it was, a light. So, all right. So now we are ready to finish up our tag. Okay. So now we're going to take our extra pieces here. And then I got this other piece right here. And then I got to pop these out because this is glitter paper. And of course, glitter paper is really hard to die cut. So sometimes you just got to go back and just, do all the poking. So that's what I'm going to do here because I forgot to do it yesterday or Monday or whenever it was when I was working on this. All right, so we're going to punch all those little holes out because, that's what gives it the really cute, that dimension. So you want to make sure that you can see it because we're going to add this to the plain silver piece. And this is just a piece of silver cardstock. Okay. So I've got those all punched out. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere this. Oh, let me get my glue gun here. Okay. And then we're going to add just a little bit of glue. And I'm staying completely away from all of the holes because I don't want it to ease through. Okay. So then we're going to glue that down. And then that is the base of our globe here. Whoops, didn't stick yet. Okay. And then for this, because I wanted it up and layered a little bit more, then I went ahead and added another piece of foam tape across the back of this. So we've got one more piece and put that down there just like that. There, peel that off. Okay, so now you're ready to put this together. So what we're going to do is we are just going to adhere the circle. Here we go. Right onto our base here. Okay, there we got that. Make sure that it's glued on there pretty good. Okay, and then we're going to add this little base down right under it. There we go. And then last, what I did is I took the word stamp. Now I did mine in black. And I couldn't decide. So I did one in black and then I did one in the wild lilac. And I just die cut it with another die that I had from Stampendous. a die set that I had just to add the little tag on here, add the tag on the tag. So again, I wanted it to have just a little bit more dimension. So we're going to cut this off and peel it. There we go. And then we're going to add this down here at the bottom. There, just like that. Okay, now to finish this off, okay, what I did to finish it is I took my fibers, and yes, I am on a campaign to bring fibers back because I don't know about you guys, but I love fibers. I think they're absolutely gorgeous and I love using them. So what I did was I cut some different pieces of fibers that I had, and I added some beads to them, and I knotted off the bottom and then put a little bit of glue gun on the inside just to hold the bead in place. Okay. And then I wrapped it all up like you can see here. And then I took this really cool button that I had and I added a little bit of fiber to that. And then I just glued all of it down to my tag. And there you go. That's how quick and easy it is to create this project. Isn't it cool? And then you've just got this lighted thing, where you're like, oh, that is so cool. So there you go. I hope you guys like it. I loved this project. Like I said, I always love using the Rhinestone Genie with Ann's templates because it's just so much fun. But easy peasy, you guys could do this in nothing flat. So there we go. All right. So I see Ann is here. Are you coming in?
Yes. Hi, everyone.
All right. So you talk amongst yourselves while I switch.
We will. Ashley said, educate me. What are fibers? Fibers are yarns and fuzzy yarns. They used to be really big. They sold them in ephemera packages with beads and buttons. Oh my goodness, maybe 15 years ago. And they were really popular to put on cards and journals and everything. And Lisa, oops, must have a stockpile of them because she is determined to make sure everybody uses them again.
Hey, I love them. I'm telling you, they just add the right little bit of, cute and funky. It just adds to a card.
It does. I mean, I've used them, and once in a while I'll use them. Not as much as Lisa.
Well, I've only used them a couple times in the last couple years because, if I was really, I got a whole bag on top of my cabinet up here full of nothing but fibers. So
I do too. I mean, I have to, and I do love them.
Oh, I just think
like
they just
actually they'd be really cute on a sublimated luggage tag.
That'd be perfect. Yes.
They'd be perfect for that.
There you go. Ashley, there's an idea for you.
She missed the fibers era. You are a little younger than us. Yes.
Yeah, just a little bit. But hey. I liked it. Oh,
I grabbed a couple more comments. Rebecca thought this was a journal cover, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It would be a beautiful journal cover, actually. Lindsay said, I want a prize from you. I haven't tried it yet, but I love this idea.
Oh, okay.
So, yes, give it a try and share it in our group. I put the link to our group in here. Jeannie says, I've never done any gem work. It's about time you try. Yes, I think your granddaughter would love it, Jeannie. Both your granddaughters.
I am telling you, my granddaughter loves the Rhinestone Genie. Yeah. I mean, she's coming over this weekend and we're going to be playing with some rhinestones and stuff because she likes,
Well, and it's so easy to do.
Oh my gosh. You
You know?
remember the days when we had to put them on one at a time?
Yes, I do.
I would just want to put a gun to my head because I don't have the patience to sit. Well, I did back then. I don't now because, life is
Well,
short. I
now
don't
that
want
you
to.
know there's an easier way.
Well, that
If
and
there wasn't an easier way, you'd probably still do it and not complain and be happy with it because it
yeah,
turns out so beautiful.
no, I don't know.
Mm, yeah. Rebecca has a basket full of fibers. Yes, I know. They are, they are beautiful.
Yeah, I really
I used to
do.
have a store and I used to actually because I had a ton of fibers and I would cut them and make ephemera packages and sell them.
I
So
have
yes,
some
I
of
have
her fibers
tons
from
of
her
fibers
store.
too.
Yes, I
Mm-hmm.
had some from your store. You sent me a bunch. Those are up there too.
Well, they
what
are.
I what I haven't used, oh my gosh. Yeah, I absolutely, when I was doing trade shows and stuff, I know Ann and I have talked about this before. I took my business cards, and one of the things that I learned through marketing and trying to get yourself out there, for companies to see or whatever, is to do, you want to make yourself stand out. So what I would do is I take my little business card and I would make a cover for it so it would slide in and out, and then I would attach fibers at the end of it. And I cannot tell you how many jobs I got because a manufacturer would call and said, I love your business card. I
Yep.
want to see more of what you do. And, it
Well,
worked.
and they remember you.
Exactly.
I mean, you have to
Exactly.
stand out, and that was a way to stand out.
Yeah, it would. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I mean, who's going to turn down, ugly, beautiful fibers like that? Now, if I could just like crochet them,
You
but
could.
I probably could, but I don't know. I like them better like this. I like
They
them
are
much
easier
better
to
like this.
use like this. Yes.
Yes. I did not tell them about the giveaway because I didn't know what you were wanted to give away since we were doing you today.
Um, okay, if we wait until I'm home, that's 2 weeks. So let's just do an ebook because I'm
Okay.
not even going to be home for a couple weeks.
Oh, yeah, so then you wouldn't be able to send anything out. So, okay, that
Yep.
works.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, we'll do an ebook then for the giveaway for next week that we will announce next week, which means you have almost the whole week, right?
Yep.
You have until next Tuesday, which is the 27th at
Midnight
midnight.
Central Time.
Thank you. I had a little brain fade there. Okay. So midnight central time to get in on the giveaway, and you want to hashtag Bella Crafts
Yes.
because that's how the randomizer that we use picks up who shared. So make sure that you hashtag Bella Crafts.
And you'll get your choice of ebook. So,
Yeah. Yep.
yep.
Okay. So what you want to tell? Talked a little bit about BellaCon, but not a whole lot. Do you want to?
Okay. So I'll grab the link and put it in here so you can see the workshops. And it'll take you to, there's a page that will take you, a link in there that'll take you to the registration if you want to register for it. It is $97 with no swag. It's $147 with swag. And actually today, I got a text from one of our sponsors because I'm away and I asked everybody to send stuff after I got back. Some people sent it before, but this particular sponsor, it is a pallet they're sending.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy.
It is a pallet of goodies for the swag bags. And
a pallet is huge, by the way, guys. If you don't know what a pallet looks like, it's huge.
It is. So my son said, well, just have it delivered to my house because my son has, all the toys. He has the forklift and he has everything to move it all around, and he can get it to my house. And because when he said a pallet, I said, I can't take a pallet at my house. I mean, they're not going to unload it and bring it up one box at a time. And I have no way of getting it.
Yeah.
So my son does. So it was being delivered today. So I had
Oh,
to
exciting.
send my son a message and say the truck driver is trying to get a hold of you to find out where he should bring it, because there's a shop and then there's the house, and you know. So
Yep.
yes, things are coming in, and it is exciting.
It is exciting.
Linning is excited. Yes, it is very exciting.
Yep.
So we have, it's double what it was last year. Last year it was 2.5 days, 8 instructors. This year it is 4 days, 16 instructors, and
Yeah.
over 24 classes, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot. It's a lot of stuff that you're getting, and all of the instructors will have kits available. There's a couple that won't, because what they're teaching doesn't require a kit.
Right.
But a lot of them will have kits available, so you're able to pick and choose which kits. And with the event, you're able to take all of the classes in, not pick and choose. Like when we did these at Mall of America, you got six classes,
Yeah.
and that's what you got. But this way, you get all the classes, and they're always available to watch on replay. So
Yes.
it's a perfect solution. One day it will be back as a live event.
She really wants it live.
I do. I love events.
Yeah.
And one day it will be live again, but I think I will always keep the virtual end of it.
Yeah.
So because people love that too.
Yeah. It's so amazing. And I was explaining earlier that, if they didn't have time, that, we have a private Facebook group for everybody that registers, and that's how they get in to see if, they want to watch. Because I was just telling them that I was watching a video the other day from one from last year, from one of our workshops from last year. So, yeah, they're always going to be there, but only for the registered folks.
Yes. Yes. You
So
have to
yeah,
register.
it's not going to be on our page. So don't look to see if you think you're going to have all these classes on our page, because it's a private group. You have to register. But
Yep.
I mean, nowadays when you're taking classes and you're paying $50 for one class, this
50,
is,
some are way more than that.
oh, I kind of went on the low end, because I know that, and a lot of events are like extremely expensive.
Well, even if this was an in-person event, it would be, you would get between 4 and 6 classes.
Yeah.
And you'd get some meals with that. And there would be other things that are included, but it would be about $600 minimum, depending upon the venue.
Yes, it would.
So I'm trying to keep it low. I'm trying to keep it accessible for everybody.
Yeah.
And I think $97 is a pretty good price.
I think it's a very good price.
If we can keep it low enough so everybody can be part of it, the instructors will have their kits available even after the event. So like Lenine said, she's not going to be there part of the time because she's working. And if she didn't buy everybody's kit and then she watched a replay and said, oh my goodness, I really would like to do this.
Yeah.
You can reach out to the instructor and get that kit.
Yeah. Yeah. So lots of very cool, fun stuff. I am beyond excited about this year's event. I keep telling Ann every time I talk to her, I am so excited about this.
I know she is, because she's teaching this year. She didn't teach last year.
No, I didn't. And,
So,
it was, well, because it was our first year virtual, I was trying to, to kind of feel everything out to see how things were going to go. And I was running things kind of from behind scenes,
mhm.
making sure that that you guys were all running smoothly. So, and
Well,
I'm
because
still going to do that, but
there was a time something was wrong with the internet on my end, and I just said, "Lisa, entertain them."
yeah.
And I
And
went out and I came back in and things were fine. But live, there are those technical issues. And
yep.
Ashley is here from Artistry. She has somebody that is doing a workshop also, and they will
Yes,
have
she
a kit
does.
available. And Artistry is awesome. If you haven't used their products and tried sublimation, it is the easiest way to get into it because you can get markers, you can get stamp pads, they have paint, you can
Yep.
get all these things and just use it on plain copy paper and do
Yep.
sublimation.
Yeah,
So that
I
is
love
very cool.
sublimation now. I love it, love it, love it. I hadn't tried it before until we did a live with Ashley when she
Yep.
sponsored a live with us. I was so excited about doing this that I went and bought a machine to go with so I would make sure that I had enough room to, to make everything right for it. That's
Yeah.
how insane
Yep.
I am.
Um, Lynn says she prefers online classes. How long are the recordings available? Lynn, last year's recordings are still available. So
Yeah.
I plan to have them available always, but if something happens to Facebook, you know, we don't know. But I am going to move a lot of those classes onto another platform so that we will always have them available for people that have attended.
Right,
And
and then
Rebecca
you'll
says
let them
that,
know?
huh?
You'll let them know when it's moved
Well,
in.
they'll still have it in the Facebook group. I'm
Okay,
just
gotcha,
saying if something happens.
gotcha.
Um, Rebecca prefers to go to live events. She's more of a hands-on crafter. Yep. I mean,
Yeah,
I love live events.
I do too.
It is, which is why I wanted to do the events ever in the first place.
Mhm.
Um, so someday, not next year, but maybe in a couple years,
Yeah.
because there's the whole thing of finding the venue again too.
Oh, yeah.
Um, when I was planning it for it last year, I actually was planning for it in Fort Worth because so many of my instructors are in the Dallas area
Yeah,
or within 4 hours. It was easy. Only a couple had to fly in. For this event, half of the instructors will all be together in one place again, one location, which makes it fun.
yes, it
And
does.
there are a few that can't come that will be doing remote, but that was by design because we do have Sarah Newman who is in Germany and she wanted to be part of the event. So I figured if I had her remote, I could go ahead and add a few others, which is why we
Right.
have so many wonderful instructors.
Yes. I'm doing mine remote.
Lenine, I love live events, but life doesn't always work living home for long periods of time.
Yeah.
I totally get that. Yeah. I
Yep.
mean, it's a lot, and it's not only the cost of the event. You have to pay for your hotel. You have to pay to get there, whether you're flying or
Yeah.
driving. Um, it might be a $600 event, but it might cost you $2,000, which is totally worth it
I knew she was gonna say that.
to be with other creatives just like you.
Yeah,
But some people can't afford
the best
that.
part. That is the
Right.
best
I mean,
part.
it's being with like-minded people, but some
Yeah,
some can't afford that. And I do like
yeah.
this version. I love that most of the instructors are together because you guys get to see us interact together and get to see, like, when one of the instructors is teaching, the other instructors, some of them are taking that class.
Yeah.
So they can ask the questions you're thinking, and then others are watching the comments to ask the questions you're asking. So
Mhm.
things still get asked right away, and the
Yep.
instructor isn't looking up to look for questions. They get
Right.
to just keep on going, and when a question is asked, they're able to answer it
Yeah.
right on the spot.
And
So,
that
I
makes
mean,
it so much better to do it that way than having, like you said, the instructor stop to answer
well,
because
and it's hard watching the questions when
right.
you're doing it. I mean, I have two screens usually, so I can have my screen here and I can look, but it's not always that easy. So it is nice, but it's also nice that all the instructors are together because we really are friends.
Mhm.
And to be able to get together and teach together and take each other's classes and share with you guys, I think that is what makes Bellicon unique.
Yes. Yes. Because you're kind of getting the best of both worlds,
Mm-hmm.
you know? Because the pajama party last year it was so much fun. And just us being silly, being goofy, and just having a good time. Because these friendships have been ongoing for 20 plus years for a lot of us, you know?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So that's a lot. So yeah, and I know Becca wanted to know if you were in Florida. I think that's what I read. But
Oh, I am not in Florida, Becca. I went to Florida last month to visit my mom,
Mhm.
and we my husband and I are actually in South Padre, in Texas. We're here for a month, and he's working remote. I'm working remote. We're still working, but trying to spend as much time outside as I can. But I will be going back to Florida. I'll be there 4 times this year visiting my mom. So
Yep.
trying to see her much more often.
Yeah.
And Ashley, one of the times I come, because my mom is in St. Pete, one of the times I come, I'm going to come and see you too.
Oh, yay!
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'll be fun.
I need to do
Okay.
that.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me find my book here so I can remember who won for last week. Okay, don't forget, you guys, if you want to be in on the giveaway for the ebook, okay, like, comment, and share. We love it when you share. We really do. It's so important. With hashtag Bella Crafts.
Yep.
So, and that will be for an ebook, and that I will announce next week.
Next week,
So,
we only have one live, and it will
right.
be at 2 o'clock Central Time. We're doing an interview, and
Mhm.
you won't want to miss that one. It'll be a very, very good interview with somebody
Icon.
who's been in the industry all her life. Her mother was in the industry.
Icon. She is a craft
She is.
industry icon. Yes.
She is. And we are very excited and pleased that she's our friend and that we're
Yeah.
going to interview her. We will announce it next week.
Yeah. Yay. I can't wait for that. All right. So last week's winner is for the $25 gift card from Impression Obsession. And actually, I'm excited because
Somebody's here.
here. So the winner is Lynn Truck.
Yay! Congratulations,
Troke,
Lynn.
Troke. Lynn, I'm sorry I butchered your name, girl. Oh my God, I just noticed she's got sunflowers. She
Who
has
has
sunflowers.
sunflowers?
Lynn does.
Oh, she does.
She has
She does.
Lynn,
And that is Lisa's favorite.
my favorite. Yes. So congratulations, girl. Um, I
Rebecca,
need
you said, "Am I coming to see you too?" No, I'm sorry. I would love to come see you, Rebecca. Um, Ashley from Artist Free lives close to where my mother is. I think she's in Sarasota, and my
yeah,
mom's in St. Pete. So I think that's close enough. I think I need to go to her headquarters and see her.
yeah. But
Yay,
she was
Lynn!
thinking
Yes,
about
she saw
you.
it.
She did. Okay.
So
And you,
Lynn, send us a message,
oh,
and we need your email address, and Lisa will get that to Impression Obsession, and they will get you your gift card.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I will. Again, so all right, you guys, that's it for us. Thank you so much for joining us again this week. We
Yes.
love when you guys come hang out with us. And like Ann said, we have an interview next week, so it's going to be 2 p.m. Central Time. So don't you won't see me at noon. Um, and let's see, have a great week, and
Yes.
don't forget to take some time to craft.
Because it's good for your soul.
It really is. Yep. All right, you guys have a great week. Lynn, congratulations once again, girl. I'll
Yes.
get you that prize out. All right. I will talk
Thank
to
you,
you guys.
Sandy.
Yes, we will see you all next week.
We will.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.